Did it. Can I jump? Is jumping a thing that I can do? Trying other buttons. Other buttons don't appear to do anything. So I'm gonna guess no. There's no way for me to get that arrow back. Perhaps. Yeah. Now I don't have any kind of an arrow interface though. Can I run out of arrows? Oh, what's happening? Am I calling the arrow to me? I am. So I've just got one arrow. Interesting. And I can shoot it and then sort of boomerang it back, but in a deliberate way. That's a neat effect. I like the shadow character effect. I appreciate that in a game like this that has this kind of isometric view, because it is easy to lose the character. It's also really easy to not have a great sense of what the physical boundaries of the world are. So is there space behind this or not? I have lots to say about Hyperlight Drifter that I also shouldn't say. Let's not talk about that. Okay. Ooh. All right. This is maybe a save point. That's my guess. I just lost the game. That's my guess, is that that's a save point. Oh, this eye... Is the eye following me? Is that what's happening? Sort of? Sort of, yes. Sort of bizarrely. It's not a great effect. I don't love that effect. Oh, I had to get my arrow back because I left it in a thing somewhere, I guess. Get that arrow back. Alright, I'm going in here because it's the first immediately obvious door. That's some rumble. Screen shake. This looks like a Zelda boss fight. Holy fuck, what are you? Alright, I'm gonna try to hit this thing in the heart. Like that. And I'm gonna get my arrow back. I believe my arrow struck it on the reverse trip. Which is neat. Yeah, it totally did there. That's cool. Alright, I gotta remember that I can run fast when I need to. Okay, I'm gonna hit... Oh, fuck. Okay, now the heart is exposed. Oh, yes! I'm so good at this game. I'm pretty sure it's not going to get any harder. Pretty sure that's the extent of it. Achievement unlocked, First Blood. And very Zelda style, like swirl of lights, and I am empowered by the death of that creature. Yeah. And now, is that its broken heart? Yes. Okay, sweet. So I guess I'm killing monsters and taking their souls? The souls of Titans? Ah, ow. It's kind of a what's that game that everybody loves that I don't like? Shadow of the Colossus. It's sort of a Shadow of the Colossus kind of thing. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Nope. What's happening? Nothing's happening. Sorry. Distracted by computer incompletely set up. Alright. Going in this door. Is this another boss? Is this the brain boss? This is perhaps the brain boss. Okay, that sucked. Okay, so I go back to this save point. Do I have to fight this again? Probably not, because the door was open, right? Yeah, look at that. That's already done. Okay, good. So if I defeat a Titan, I'm assuming that was a Titan. If I defeat a Titan, then it remains defeated even if the next Titan immediately kills me. Good to know. Okay, if I stand over here and shoot at it, it will come and kill me. What the fuck is that text? Can I get it to go over the Oh! Does it know where I am when I touch... Oh, no, no. It is chasing after me in a pretty hardcore way. Okay, come and get me up here. Come get me up... Oh, no, wait. I thought when I touched those things that maybe the fire was doing something. But it's only when it touches the things, then there's fire. How did that not hit me? Did I just... I don't feel like I heard it. I'm trying to shoot at the brain through the fire, but I'm not gonna effectively do it because I'm bad at video games. God damn it. So, and it only needs one fucking hit to kill me. How do I... What's my strategy? Okay, new strategy. We're gonna be a little bit crazy now. What happens if I light myself on fire? That seems like a good strategy, right? Right? He's boiling, right? He looks like he's steaming. So maybe lighting him on fire is not gonna help. Okay. Alright. Light myself on fire. No, come down here. No, oh no. Oh, god damn it. Running in this game makes me slightly faster. It does not make me much faster. It does not make me fast. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna have to learn how to use this dodge, I guess. Oh, like what the fuck? Alright. This is brutal. This is level 2. This is not even level 2. This is like part 2. So theoretically, I should be able to sort of predict where the brain is going and like get out of its way, but I am, in practical terms, having a hard time actually predicting where it's going. And I'm having a harder time getting out of its way because it's so... I'm so slow. God damn it. And when it moves towards me, it moves so fast. You're going to notice that I still haven't managed to execute on my set myself on fire strategy. Okay, so I'm way over here. Okay, setting myself on fire, not a winning strategy. So, the next thing that I want to do, actually the first thing that I wanted to do, is set it on fire. That appears to be impossible, because the fire only triggers when it hits one of those switches. So I'm back to my old, like, literally impossible I have to, like, shoot it through the fire. Oh! It was made out of ice! Oh. Okay, wait. Oh, wait, I was running! Why did I stop moving? Okay. So that is what I have to do. Oh, fuck, I already hate this game. Jet lag, I don't know. This game has told me nothing about how to play it. Maybe setting myself on fire is the key to unlocking my godhood. How would I even know that? Damn it. Damn it, damn. Fuck everything. Do I have a little backpack? Like, that's adorable. I like the concept of having a single arrow. I think that's neat. I'm, like, into that. I don't like the getting run over by a giant block of ice containing a brain. I also, so this was the thing that we learned from Super Meat Boy. That is, it's a friction thing, right? It's a, how seamless, and in the inverse of that, how much seam is there between failure and try again. And this game is already gonna fucking drive me crazy, because every time the brain kills me, I go all the way back to that warp point, and I have to walk super slowly all the way back up to the brain room, and then go in and transition into the brain room. Super Meat Boy was revolutionary? I don't know. But it is a great example of a game that minimizes the seam between failure and retrying. Hotline Miami also did that super well. Like, you could fail really quickly. You could fail a bunch of times really fast in that game. There's no friction between dying and trying again. This game so far has presented me with an awful lot of friction between dying and trying again, and that is not my favorite thing. Oh god, I hate... I might hate this game. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. It's probably too soon. Which is not to say, like, let me just be very, very clear. Let me be very clear. I hate this game is a very different statement than this is a bad game. This game seems pretty fucking cool. Oh, look! I'm puffing, my breath is puffing out. It's weird that I don't know what the effect that's on the ice cube is, because it looks like steam. It really made this look like a gelatinous blob that was steaming hot. But now like it's very cold in this room, right? That's why there's an ice cube, and I have to melt the ice cube. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Good so far. What? Oh, when I go through the brain stuff, I slow way the fuck down. That's what's happening. Oh yeah, I gotta pull it apart. I mean, lots of influence from Shadow of the Colossus. I see lots of that same aesthetic in the brutal deaths of the enemies. There's the oh god. Okay, so I just gave a lecture yesterday. I mean, the whole lecture wasn't about juice, but there was a slide in the lecture that was about juiciness, and juiciness, in the general sense, is an emphasis of the most basic, most fundamental interactions of the game. But there's like a second order to that definition, which is sometimes what you really want to emphasize is not necessarily the most basic. It is the most, it's not the literally most fundamental, it's the thematically most fundamental moments. In this game has identified for itself the most important moments, the thematically climactic points of this game is when you destroy a Titan. And they have poured a lot of emphasis into that moment. I don't even have rumble, right? Like a controller would have a rumble component to it too. But just looking at the camera, the way that the camera pulls, looking at the way that things seem to have weight, the vibration of elements on the screen. So the vibration of the arrow as it like rips the Titan apart, the light effects that accompany and immediately follow that. This game does a really good job of polishing and juicing up that moment. So that interaction is emphasized really strongly, which I think is super beneficial and actually a really good sort of lesson for me that I talk in the slide in my lecture. I talked about the most fundamental, the most basic interactions as being specifically the ones that happen most often, that are at the very bottom of the interaction loop, the tightest cycles. And that is a way to look at juiciness, but another way to look at it involves really focusing on thematically important interactions rather than just the most common interactions. Okay, I forgot to look at what kind of body organ this is. Is this eyes? What was the first one? Was heart? Oh, Jesus fuck. Jesus fuck. Do I have to shoot it in the eye? Oh, god damn it. Run, 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 run. Run, run, little fucking thing. Oh, god damn. Okay, I'm gonna try just shooting it at some point. I can't. My up key stopped working. My up key's not working. I can't run up. What the fuck? Why did my up key stop working? I maybe can't play this game on this computer. There's a possibility that this is just not the right device for this. I might have to go get oh Jesus, okay, I killed myself already. That's my bad. I might really have to have a controller to be able to play this game. Wow, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah! All right, what I am finding... Oh, right, I gotta complete it. Rip! That camera shake, right? Like... I got to imagine that the sound design around that moment is fucking amazing. Maybe we'll get to hear it next week. I am probably not going to keep playing this game more than 2 weeks. I'm just going to warn you now. Okay. Here's a thing that I'm finding. This may be common to this type of game. So I would put Titan Souls in a genre with Hotline Miami and Super Meat Boy of games that are extremely hard, where the design aesthetic revolves around a sense of unforgiving difficulty. This game, that is emphasized because it breaks genre conventions in a lot of ways, where it looks like a game like Legend of Zelda or Hyper Light Drifter, right? It looks very much like that kind of a game. In a game like that, even if I had limited ammunition, I would expect to have like a number of arrows. More than one. I'd expect to have more than one arrow. Like absolutely cardinal to those kinds of action RPGs, action adventure games, is like a heart system, right? Where you have an amount of life and enemies chip away at that, typically in different amounts. That is related to and also defines difficulty of the enemy. This game, like, is unforgiving. That is its core aesthetic principle. That's its core experience. Is there is no forgiveness to be found in this game. You get one shot at anything, and then you're done. One of the things that I'm finding about these bosses, this is probably a really fucking fun game to watch speedruns of, because one of the things that I'm finding is that the bosses behave more or less deterministically. Like the Titans all, especially these last two, the second and third, the heart and the eye, or sorry, the brain and the eye, behave deterministically. They are not hard to kill. They both just require a single shot that hits, but lining up that shot is fucking ridiculous. And my guess is there are very early opportunities if you recognize them and can act fast enough to slay these monsters. I mean, I felt like this was pretty fast, but the speed run of Titan Souls is probably like the effect on a player like me, who is a more casual player, is that every one of these battles so far has had the same feel to it, and it's a desperate feel. It is once I figure out what I'm supposed to do, which isn't necessarily obvious, but is generally pretty obvious. Like, they are going out of their way to hint at what I'm supposed to do, at least so far. Once I figure out what I'm supposed to do, I have to just run around and survive long enough to get lucky and have the shot that I need line up. I also have to take chances. Like, I can't just I can't be casual about it. I have to go after it. But I am definitely, there's a tension there, right? Like, if I am too cautious, these monsters are way more powerful than I am, and they will eventually kill me because I can't. I'm gonna screw up. I'm not gonna be able to run away from them well enough. They will kill me. But a like direct attack, I'm not good enough to be able to like do the speed run, at least, you know, not right out. So I'm like trying to find a balance of like kind of edging into how do I get it to go where I want it to go so that I can get the shot that I need, but really I'm mostly concerned with running away from it and just like hoping for some opportunistic fortune. Which is not super fun for me. It is potentially fun for other people. Look at the I like that grass particle effect as I walk over the grass. That's neat. All right. Oh, is this the thing that I've seen? Did Wolf show me a GIF of this? I am also not like... Oh, Jesus, are you kidding me? That didn't do anything. Nope. Nope. Okay, what am... Oh, there's a red eye. It's got a red eye in the middle of its chest. Okay. So I gotta shoot the red eye. I was concentrating on the fists. Oh, man. Okay, so there's some good difficulty scale up going on here. That first Titan, which is not necessarily the first one, right? I could have done these three in any order. Actually, I could, I guess, do all of these in any order. But naturally, the path of least resistance... the obvious thing to do is going to be to do the heart first, and then the brain and the eye in some order, and then the hands. There's some good difficulty scale up there, both in terms of cognitive load, figuring out what I'm supposed to do, and also in sort of the difficulty of executing it. And that is that's focused, at least in part. Oh, I see, it's covering its gem with one hand while it does the other thing, so I gotta hit it while it's switching over. This fucking sucks. So the first level, those bouncing jelly things, got me used to moving around and shooting. The way that I am supposed to kill it is super obvious, and it is dissembling, I want to say. but in a way that is actually like not that hard to track. The next two, the threat and the target, are focused on the same thing. They're singular beings, right? The brain ice cube thing would move around following me, trying to run into me, and I had to sort of like do some math around getting on the opposite side of the room from it at particular moments, but I was always focused on that one thing. Same with the eye cube. Like it would shoot a laser across the room, and I had to make sure that I wasn't in the path of its laser, but the laser was coming from the cube. Like everything was focused on that cube. The hands are an order of magnitude more difficult because now I am focused on a threat, the Titan is attacking me, and a target, a thing that I'm trying to do, that I'm trying to hit with my arrow, and those are separated. I have to focus, I have to concentrate on both of them. I have to concentrate on the hands because they are a threat to me, and if I'm not paying attention to them, they will kill me. But I also have to pay attention to the gem, because it's only vulnerable some of the time. And I have to like wait for it, I have to watch for it to become vulnerable and then hit it at that moment. Which is, you know, that's cognitively more difficult than what I had to do with the other bosses. Okay, so when I change sides, I think is when it changes hands. So I maybe want to go pretty far to one side and get it to overextend its hand that way, and then cross the center line to get it to switch hands, and immediately go back to the middle and shoot up. I'm gonna see if I can execute on that plan. So I'm way the fuck over here. Come and get me. Nope, nope, it didn't switch hands. I thought it was gonna switch hands. So I don't have a total understanding of what it's doing, the algorithm behind it. I know that it switches hands sometimes. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't switch hands after a deterministic number of stomps, because I've seen it do 1 and I've seen it do 3. It seems to most often do 2, but not all the time. I was looking for another pattern, something that would determine when it's going to switch hands. It's possible that it's just random, in which case I am totally fucked because I'm going to have to react in real time, which we all know is my strong suit. So this is going to be cake. Totally fucking cake. So if I stay over here, is it going to just stay on this one hand? It is. And if I cross the line, it will eventually switch, but not necessarily immediately. Now it'll switch and crush me like a grape. All right, let me see if I can do that again. I have a better understanding. I can predict better when it is going to switch. When it switches is my moment. Okay, so the hand follows me when I cross the line, but then it switches. So what I need to do is cross the line, expect the hand to follow me, but as soon as it is committed, go back to the center, because I think as soon as I cross the center line, it is the algorithm is committing towards maintaining one hand for the next pound and then switching. I could test this. Should we test this? Do you want to actually, rather than trying to win, I'm gonna do this thing that's harder than trying to win so that I don't feel bad when I lose inevitably anyway. Oh, God damn it. See, that happened because I was trying this harder thing. If I had just been like going for the win, I'm sure that would have worked out just fine for me. Which is bullshit, right? I mean, okay, all right. So that hand, this one, across the line, it's committed, and then it's the next hand. Across the line, it's committed, and then the next hand. Across the line, it's committed. Oh no, god damn it. Now it's gonna... Okay, I gotta be really close to its face so that I don't have to draw back quite as much. Oh god, that's harder than I thought it was. It's harder than I thought it was because the moment when it commits to changing hands, I thought was pretty early, and I thought I could exploit how early it is. But it's not. It's later than I thought, which means that I don't have the same window to exploit it. This fucking game. I hope that this game, that this is the last boss, that this is the whole thing. It's a game that can be beaten in, you know, under 3 minutes if you're good at it. Or that you can spend an hour and a half on if you're me. That would have gotten better if I hadn't smashed my head against the giant stone fist that was trying to kill me. Okay. I'll move this a couple more shots. I think I can do this. I think this is possible. I knew that was a mistake. I knew that, like, I was doing it wrong as I was doing it, but I didn't have the time, or at least the sort of like reaction time to adjust. Okay, I'm gonna exploit the fact that I know this hand can't actually reach me. Now I'm gonna start going this way. I'm gonna cross the line. I'm gonna go. It's hard to not run into it. All right, I'm gonna start curving. Instead of running to the right to escape it, I'm gonna curve up earlier. This fucking friction here. This is such a long run. Alright, so he can't hit me. And now he's going to try to hit me, and I'm going to go up here. Oh no, he already switched. He switched earlier. Oh no, I got above the platform! Ah! Okay, alright. I think it's not a bad strategy. It's just bad execution. But so this is part of what I'm talking about, is that it feels like there is an element of this. Oh god, the closer I am. Right, okay. So the drawstring time is a really well-designed and fucking terrible, unforgiving mechanic or system. That I can shoot an arrow that only goes that far pretty quickly. But if I want to shoot an arrow all the way across the screen, I have to draw all the way back. And it takes a significant amount of time, which when I'm playing Titan Souls, I do not always have. Where can I stand? Oh shit. Don't do that again. Oh, I can't summon the arrow because it's behind the hand. Don't do that again. That was terrible. That was just awful. Okay. Okay, first hand can't hit me. Second hand can. Come over here. Oh, God, what? Did it hit me with its left hand? Did it hit me with the offhand coming back to guard the gem? That's going to be fucked up if that's what happened. I don't need to be that close, and I really probably shouldn't be. I just can't be all the way across the screen. I want to be somewhere in the middle. No, I'm... I like how he continues to stomp me after I'm already dead. Okay. Can't hit me. Goes after me. Already switched. I have to dash running, at least in all cases. I mean, at least in some cases, running is not fast enough to get me out of the way of the fist. Even though the fists aren't predictive, from what I can tell, they don't like lead me at all. They only go to where I am at a particular moment. Their hitbox is big enough that I can't just run constantly and stay away from them. Okay, running to the other side. No, no, don't fucking do that. I do... Okay, so I have to be low enough that I can go up, curve around up above the fist. That's what I gotta keep in mind. Oh, geez. Yeah, guys, start asking Q&A questions now. I'm not going more than like 5 more minutes on this. I'm gonna see if I can beat this boss, and then where the game takes me from here. Oh, there's just a place. That could have worked. That's, I think, maybe the speed run. Like, that's probably, I mean, you can probably actually do it way faster if you're brilliant and insane. But I could probably do it on like the 3rd smash. No, he hit me coming up. Damn it. How do I do that? If he can hit me with the offhand, okay. Oh god, I hate this so much. All right, so curving around above. Okay, so I'm going to try to articulate this. The fist smashes down at where I am. So to escape the fist, I have to be moving quickly in some direction, right? I need to be crossing that center line because that's how I get it to switch hands. The easy thing to do as I'm crossing the center line, as I'm moving to the right, is to escape the fist by continuing to move to the right. But that fucks me all the way up, because then I turn around and try to go back towards the center line, and I run straight into the fist. What I was trying to do is escape the fist by going up, and that way I can curve around and get back to the center line without running into anything, with unobstructed. The problem is the fist, when it switches and goes into protection, apparently drags along the ground rather than lifting up. So if I am anywhere in the path between it and the statue, which is literally exactly the path that I want to be in order to shoot that arrow, it's going to kill me. So what I have to do is run to the right across the center line, but turn around quickly enough so that I'm actually escaping the fist to the left. And then I can just hit the center line, turn up, and shoot the arrow. Meanwhile, the fist is moving back into place, and I'm not in its path. God damn it. This is... oh, it's terrible. Everything's terrible. Alright. No, I went too late. I thought maybe I could get another. So I kept going to the right? And I kept going to the right because I wasn't far enough past the center line. So what I gotta do, like, this requires really remarkably precise timing, which is a thing that people are probably good at in video games. But not universally, I'll tell you. Oh, so that's exactly what I needed to do. I just needed to do it slightly better. Keep trying. Try it again. Yeah, so I said this before. I started saying it and then I got distracted. If you have Q&A questions, feel free to start putting them in the chat. Start thinking of Q&A questions if you would like to come up with some. We will do Q&A. I was not okay. We'll do Q&A after this. I'm gonna do this a couple more times, and die miserably, and then give up forever. Okay. Go for me. Can't hit me. No. Switch too soon. Okay. I can't go that far over. I need to stay closer to the middle. I need to live in the middle. It seems like I should be trying to lead the fists way over to the side, out of the way. But they're so much faster than me that actually that doesn't work. I need to get used to living more towards the middle. That felt closer than I've ever gotten, but that was not even close to close. Okay, I need to get it to... Maybe this would actually be easier if I start on the other side. I have to lead it over the line. So I gotta be moving faster than that and more directly. Nope. I'm trying to think my way out of this. And the answer is probably that that's the wrong way to play the game. That, like, you have to be smart and you have to be able to analyze these algorithms. But it's more important that you... I mean, I'm fucked now. Like... It's more important that you be able to see the angles and react quickly. And that's the part that I'm never going to do. I mean, I was terrible at Hotline Miami, but I was way better at Hotline Miami than this. Right? Somebody contradict me. Somebody say that I'm way off base. I thought I was dead, and then it was okay, but there was actually a moment of vulnerability there that maybe I can exploit better than I am. Let me see if I can do this a little bit differently, where I mean, maybe I need to think like a speedrunner. It's not about like, what is the thing that I'm supposed to do? Oh, okay. Well, don't get hit first thing, maybe. Okay. All right. I'm gonna, but how do I construct a moment of opportunity as quickly as possible? Because the longer, the more, I don't want to say elaborate. Okay. I have a tendency to want to see the established pattern, right? To get a handle on the rhythm and time my move according to that rhythm. This is a strategy that has been taught or at least reinforced by Zelda games. Like, watch the boss move, move, move. This is when I need to hit it. This is when I need to hit it. Okay, do it. And the problem with that strategy, with the way that these bosses are laid out, is that very slight variations and unpredictable factors accumulate. It seems like maybe actually the way that I should be approaching this is with as little movement as possible. What is the first opportunity that I can exploit? And go for that opportunity. And so in this, it's not waiting for the fists to build up a rhythm that I can, like, get used to and try to pattern match. It's attacking before they've managed to, like, completely get into their rhythm, which goes against my nature and is also really hard, but is maybe like the much better way to do this. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. I'm gonna see if I can do that by being, like, right over here and then going, no, so something sort of like that. This is rough. Oh, I got a question for you guys. How do you feel about the, like, alien language name of the monster appearing at the bottom of the screen, which is a very clear call out to games like The Legend of Zelda, where, thinking of, like, Ocarina of Time, every time you hit a boss monster, a named monster, there would be a very short cinematic sequence that would show you sort of like a hero pose for the monster, like a single shot, and give you the name. Like, I don't remember the names of any of those monsters, but it would be like name in big letters and then description below. It'd be like, you know, Mothramar, the cave spider, or something like that. This is clearly evoking that imagery, that sense, that history, but it doesn't actually name any of the monsters in any kind of a pronounceable way. No, don't just get smashed. Okay, Cage Tiger says it reminds her of what the Team Ico games do, which is to use a sort of more serious sounding Simlish rather than anything that's an identifiable language. And I agree that that is what it's doing. Again, this game is taking a lot of cues in its aesthetics and in its gameplay to show an awareness of history and a sense of differentiation from The Legend of Zelda and especially Shadow of the Colossus, which is a Team Ico game. No, you were supposed to switch. Oh shit, I hit it! I really didn't think that was going to work. I thought it was too much in protection mode. I mean, so again, like there's this sense of I never feel like, yeah, I did it right. Even in the way that in Hotline Miami, like I never beat one of those Hotline Miami levels where I didn't feel a combined sense of I did it fucking right and also got lucky as hell. This game, every one of the actual successes that I've had, I have only felt like, oh, thank God that I lucked out there. All of the attempts at strategy that I have made have either been counterproductive or irrelevant. Now, that is probably a statement about my inability to strategically plan for the challenges of this game. Right? Like that's not universal. Other people will have a different experience where you know, they feel more of a sense of personal satisfaction. Oh Jesus, out of the frying pan. So this door probably would not have opened until I beat all 4 of those bosses. I'm assuming that's the truth. Other people probably feel more personal satisfaction from each of those victories. I feel less. Like it's not. I don't feel like that was a satisfying moment. I mean, obviously there's a Fiero. There's a brief like I did it. I'm past it. I am victorious, but I feel like I kind of just had to keep playing it until I got lucky enough, which isn't, that's not, I don't find that satisfying. Now here's what I am learning, is that I am continually, constantly too timid. I am not taking enough shots. I'm not taking shots early enough. I'm not taking them aggressively enough. I'm waiting too much, and waiting is more likely to lead to death. Taking a shot that is like too early and ridiculous maybe won't work, but at least it won't take very long. And no, that's not true, but I keep feeling like in every one of these battles I would have been better off if I had taken an earlier shot. Okay, I'm not gonna play anymore. but I am curious about the structure of this. In that last level, it was, or in that last stage world, it was super freeform. Okay, so now there were 4, and now there are going to be 8. I think. Oh, maybe that's not what's happening. I'm curious, like, how far can I go without actually fighting anything? Like, if I go up this way, now I shouldn't have gone north, because north is the obvious direction. Ah, so this is where I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to fill all 8 of those slots. I filled one of them by defeating 4 bosses, which means there's probably a fuck ton of titans out here. Oh god. I want to talk about this game in relation to Shadow of the Colossus, but I don't think that I have fully processed my thoughts on it. So that's going to be tough. Where am I going? Where are even the bosses now? Up here. Up here, maybe? Oh, it's a forest. Interesting, interesting. I mean, a lot of this art, it's really funny. It's really funny to sort of see this come out. I mean, not at exactly the same time, but in the same era as Hyper Light Drifter. Because they are artistically, visually, aesthetically doing very similar things, which is a particular type of style iteration on what's the game? Link to the Past. And they're obviously, you know, ultimately different styles, but actually they have a lot of similarities. And they move from Link to the Past in similar directions. It's interesting to see that. Okay, so there's only 2 bosses here, and they're to left and right is how I'm reading that symbol. So what is up? Is there anything? There's another path this way. Oh, this is a Lost Woods kind of a deal. Is this going to be a maze? Is there an audio puzzle here that I'm never going to solve because the audio is not working? Yeah, fuck, look at this. I'm going to do it by trial and error. So it's not right up. Is it right? God, I wish I wasn't so slow. Nope. So it must be right down. Or it's not right at all, and then I'm done with this. Yeah, it's not. Okay. I think there's probably an audio puzzle at work here. I'm going to come back in 2 minutes, and we'll do a Q&A. How's that? Post any questions that you have to the Twitch chat, and Eve and Thano will help me compile those. Thanks, guys. Okay, I'll be back in just a minute.